Video games have grown so much in popularity. One of the core parts of a video game is not only how it plays, but also how it sounds. Though, video games couldn't always play complex music like they do now, which is why older games sounded like. That sound and music is from old hardware, and it's called chiptune. Different beats and boops crunched into whatever an old console was capable of making, turning those restrictions into a form of music. Sometimes described as 8-bit music or retro music, but this is chiptune. A way I could describe chiptune is, imagine you are drawing a circle, but you can only draw a circle using squares. Now think of those similar limitations, but when applied to music. Those notes try to replicate the sound of something like a piano or any other instrument using limited beep sounds. That's chiptune. Chiptune music is not popular. Most people who know the genre either grew up listening to it or had someone introduce it to them. For it being a small genre, the music still has meaning and importance to it. Chiptune music is very unique, where no two tracks can sound the same. There is so much variety in how each track can sound from one another. The music can be gentle, happy, and carefree, sometimes the feeling of a party. Some songs have upbeat, high energy, and feel fun. Others can be heavy, harsh, and sound rough, which still follows a deep melodic rhythm within. But at times, it can feel emotional. Even though the genre mostly consists of instrumental tracks, occasionally some chiptune music contains lyrics too. The variety and range that chiptune has is what makes it so special. How your current mood can alter the way chiptune can make you feel and also impact the listening experience. When it comes to art and expression, music often delivers different types of emotions and feelings. People often say they have cried to a song before, or a certain song that made them feel a certain way that can't be explained. Maybe only I do this, but when I listen to music, I can imagine different scenarios and actions that go along with the song's melody or tune. These sounds spark all different kinds of emotions, memories, and occasionally a story that almost feels real. Chiptune does the same for me. Chiptune means a lot. It's more than music and a form of some type of emotion. Whether I am walking somewhere or sitting at my desk, the sound speaks so closely even when there are no lyrics. A part of that can come from the amount of small listeners and audience that are present when it comes to the genre, or even the way chiptune music is designed. Chiptune artists create or replicate the sounds of old computers, consoles, and machines that had sound limitations. Those limitations allowed people to be creative, where each beat and sound choice made the artist plan and form their music in a specific way. Because of that, it hits differently. In a way, it almost feels like being a part of a small group of people who actually care about you. Listening to chiptune brings different feelings, memories, and emotions, with even thoughts or things that flow through my mind come to life. It's a bit weird how the thoughts and feelings wander in my mind at times and can almost make me cry. And all of this comes from a couple computer sounds. Chiptune still exists today. It is often created for indie games or other types of small projects. However, that doesn't mean it only exists in the world of video games. People still make standalone chiptune music and albums. Chiptune has never disappeared, but stayed with a smaller and quieter crowd, which is maybe why chiptune feels so meaningful to me. It hasn't gone mainstream and it never will. But that's okay, because it's made for the people who value it.